Welcome back. You're watching the Brand Equity Diwali special with me, Sonali Krishna. We're calling it the CEO Makeover. As you can see behind me, there's MITTU Chandilya, the CEO of AirAsia, along with his wife Inga, India's ace designer JJ Valaya, and they're busy picking out outfits and they're getting really excited about dressing up for Diwali. So let's go join them.
Or even there is some other blues I can already see.
This is one thing you should definitely try.
Okay.
Because you'll see what I mean when you actually try it.
I love the orange and red. It's very Indian, but also it's very warm and beautiful color combination.
But you usually don't like the bling bling.
I'm usually very...
Welcome to India.
Yes.
Saris I would stay away from for you, because otherwise you're going to spend the rest of the evening trying to figure out what to do with the drink.
And you want to be comfortable in the party,
yeah,
right?
so comfort comes first, in your case, specifically, as it would be if he went, say, to Sweden or something and had to wear a traditional outfit there. You must see the saris though, because to me, this is the Indian answer to gowns. And why I say that is because I've had instances where certain friends of mine have worn a sari with, say, a jacket. They've actually, somebody's worn it with a, we have this very iconic jacket called the Alika jacket. And they wear a sari with that. We've walked into some of the biggest parties in Paris, and every head has turned in that room to see what that person was wearing. So that's the power of a sari. But it requires some handling. And I don't think for Diwali that would be an appropriate option for you. So I'm not really going to go this way.
This is beautiful.
Well, that's like a stitched up one, so we could try that.
Stitched up sari.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh wow.
You would, and it's a great color.
Beautiful color.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we should try that one also, because it gives you the elegance of a sari. So we have the blue there, right?
Yes.
The one next to it, the two of you were debating which one. Yes. Then we have the red sari.
Red sari.
And
the pink dress.
And we can try the, yeah. So we have like four options.
I know, I'm so happy to see the excitement on your face. Which one do you want to wear first? Which one did you wear first?
Let's start with the blue. Let's go exactly in that order.
Okay,
okay. Let's start with the blue.
No, but I like JJ's advice. Take something that you would never wear, because it might surprise you.
Let's see.
Yeah, go for something.
So, while she's trying out her first outfit, let's go check out, MITTU's Diwali outfit.
Sure.
So I usually like something very simple and something that's comfortable. So my favorite piece till now is actually that one, the black and white one there.
Lovely.
And it just fits, I think, with the fitted bands and with the jacket that's...
Yeah.
And here with the Nehru jacket, I actually, again, sticking with the simplicity theme, I like the blue a lot. Depends what you wear in it. And what pants that go with it.
But when it comes to Diwali, most men would go here.
Very nice.
Which is the kurtas. So we're going to try this on you. A lot of heavy stuff here, which you should just sort of ignore. But you can go in for simpler styles. So when you go for something like that, with just a nice pocket square, with that flash of color, and something like that should work quite beautifully.
I could actually wear this for launch parties. And a lot of that.
You could, absolutely.
And you got the AirAsia red there, very nice.
Yeah, so that's sort of, well, yeah, of course. And then the other thing we could look at was something like that, which also looks fantastic. So we've got 3 or 4 options, and I think we can actually begin trying them out.
JJ, what about that very unique blue?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's not bad, actually.
That's a good option. It's something that...
What material is this?
It's a jacquard. It's a special weave.
It's very nice.
And it's a combination of silk and this thing. So this is something, it's something which is, it's a very different color for men. So on her recommendation, we're going to take this.
All right.
So tell me, why did you decide to change this lovely glamorous career of being a model and possibly a future actor?
Honestly, I come from a very middle-class family. And everyone in my family is either engineers or doctors. And so there's always this study well, you know, do well. I used to be a junior professional tennis player too.
Wow.
So I had that option and I was pursuing that quite aggressively. I had a very bad knee injury and I couldn't play anymore.
Okay.
But I don't know, I always felt that, look, age will take away your looks. And so I wanted to build something, you know, which was a legacy. That
So at which age did you make this whole switch?
this was very young. I was 21. Finished B school, I started my own company and then ended up selling it to a big MNC. And then I joined another American company doing mergers and acquisitions for them.
Wow.
I started running North America and they sent me to China. I ran Asia Pacific for them.
Okay.
Then to Malaysia and then Singapore. And you know, I was always the youngest. You know, I was the youngest general manager. I was 23 when I became a general manager in the US. And then they sent me to China. I was, again, one of the youngest VPs. And I was, you know, I always took pride in that.
When you were named the CEO of AirAsia, a lot of critics said that, you know, he's far too young, far too inexperienced, very new in the aviation sector, and it's a really complicated sector and a bleeding sector. So what do you have to say? I mean, do you think age matters? Do you think experience, domain expertise really is required?
I think domain expertise does matter. But you know, all those reactions, I loved it. Because, you know, I love being an underdog. And I love being somebody that's going to come and really surprise people.
Sure.
So that shock and awe and, you know, the wow effect, I love those. I think domain expertise does matter, but it depends on the role that you're going into. So I have a track record of building out some of the most aggressive teams. And, you know, I think that's where my age is a benefit.
Do you think being good looking is half the battle won?
No. I actually think sometimes it's a negative.
It's a negative.
Yeah, because, you know, you got to, you know, when the initial reports came out, they said something like from the runway to the boardroom. And so, you know, you got to work doubly hard to, you know, build credibility in a space like aviation, which is, in India, still going through its process of, you know, opening up.
Sure.
So I think it works hard, but, you know, in certain aspects it does help.
This really is what I meant by the journey from the rack onto a person. Is such an important journey because once you wear it, you really get to know what it's all about.
It's stunning.
So okay, this was your recommendation.
Wow.
And actually, it's fantastic. It's like an Indian denim. But I would like to see the others.
Of course,
definitely,
of course, of
before
course.
we go.
Wow.
Okay, that's a
Stunning.
unanimous wow.
It's a classic.
It's a classic, but it's classy.
No doubt.
So that to me is also very important because it's, you know, it's traditional, it's got a self weave, it's got a little dash of color, which is very interesting for, I have to admit this is one of my favorites. It's actually a stitched up sari, but I'm more for the
Second?
earlier one, yeah.
The middle one?
For sure, for sure. Wow. Okay, so now I'm confused. I like the fact that you can actually wear a shirt underneath and actually leave that open and just one little, it's a bit of a tie.
As you can see, JJ has been very busy critiquing the two models, Mittu and Inga, and I, of course, have been giving my 2 bits. You know, the time has finally come when JJ and the 2 models are going to reveal the final outfits chosen. Trust me, they're going to be looking like showstoppers. But that's coming up in just a moment, so don't go away, stay with us.